I am currently in a slump. Over the past 2 months, I have not been motivated at all to be productive. Okay, but first, let me add some context. I started chasing my dream of being a YouTuber about 1.5 years ago, and over that time, I would say I've been pretty consistent with making videos. I've dedicated a decent number of hours to it each week. It's basically been my part-time job. And you know, I am very proud of that consistency. Even though most videos never took off in terms of views, that hasn't stopped me. I've still been motivated to keep going all this time. Make one video, and regardless of how it does, then immediately on to the next. And being productive in this way felt good. It felt good putting time and effort into building something for myself. It was work, but it never felt like work. It was work that I enjoyed, work that I was doing for me. Over the past 1.5 years, I have been committed to the grind, believing that it'll pay off someday. And if I kept consistent at it, that day would come sooner rather than later. But yeah, over these past 2 months, I found myself in a slump. I've had no motivation to make any new videos, and I know the reason for it. As of recent, I would much rather be doing something else with my spare time instead. I would much rather be gaming. Now, I mean, there's a larger story behind this. When COVID first hit, just over 5 years ago, I got really into one specific game, Call of Duty Warzone. And it wasn't just me who got really into it, a few of my friends did as well. We spent so many hours in 2020 and 2021 gaming on our couches, having so much fun together.
Shut up, man. Shut up.
Let's go, dude!
No way!
Those were the glory days. Now, over time, the game changed and got less fun. And eventually we all stopped playing. That was over 3 years ago, and I honestly never expected to pick it up ever again. But recently, there was an update to the game that brought everything back to how it was in 2020. Back to how it was at the beginning. And I've started playing again. My friends have started playing again. And once again, we are all having so much fun together. We're reliving the glory days.
Hi guys, so how we doing? We're all just ducking and chilling, ducking and chilling.
Oh, I did get him.
Hey, lady!
Oh shit. Oh my god. Fuck. There's two people there. Oh, did you die too?
It's hard to describe just how happy this has made me. And yeah, it's been super special getting to re-experience a cherished chapter of my life that I thought was gone forever. But this has also come at the expense of my motivation and productivity towards my YouTube journey. And with regards to that, I am in a total slump. I don't have any motivation right now to put work towards that. For the first time in 1.5 years, it actually feels like work that I don't want to do. And it's been kind of difficult coming to terms with that. On one hand, it's been easy to make excuses for it. For one, my channel is still very small, and 2 months isn't really a long time. Even if I had stayed consistent and productive over that time, I don't think any videos I made would have actually contributed to my channel growth. So it's not like I'm really losing out on anything from a money, business, or reputation standpoint. And while I haven't been as productive as I have over the past 1.5 years, it definitely doesn't feel like a waste of time. I've really enjoyed connecting with my own friends, getting to replay a game that we all love. It feels good for my soul, and that's not necessarily a bad trade-off. In fact, it seems like a great one. I'm choosing to spend my spare time doing what makes me happy. But at the same time, I watched a good habit that I had built for myself just disappear. All the consistency and discipline that went into it faded away just like that. I feel like I've been failing myself by not meeting my own internal standards and not remaining consistent to the journey that I started for me. And while everything might seem normal, I've been dealing with this big struggle inside my own head. And I think that's the thing about being in a motivational slump. They usually aren't super obvious to everyone else. You aren't thriving, but most of the time, you're still operating at a pretty standard level. Probably at the level that others expect of you, but not at the level you expect of yourself. You know you're capable of doing more. But in a slump, it's hard to find the willpower to do so, especially when other, more appealing things are calling your name. If you've ever found yourself in a slump before, I'm sure this will sound all too familiar. And as I've watched my good habits slip away over these past 2 months, what I felt with absolute certainty is that the longer I let this go on, the harder and harder it'll be to get back on track. And I really don't want to find myself too far gone. So when it comes to getting yourself out of a slump, I think the first step is acknowledging that you're in one. Then after that, understanding and evaluating what's most important to you. to, and then taking action. It doesn't have to be a huge action, just as long as you take at least one small step towards getting yourself back on track. And for me, trying to get myself out of my own slump, that's what this video was for. And as I've been making it, I can already tell that it's helping. It's allowing me to build some momentum, and I think it'll be easier to keep going after this. We'll see if I get myself back on track. And one thing to consider as well, having high standards for yourself is typically a very good thing, but sometimes it's okay to review and reevaluate those internal standards, and sometimes it's okay not to meet them. At the end of the day, the only person who will really be judging you on it is you. And on that note, I'm also going to rebalance my priorities a little bit. Yes, being productive on my YouTube journey is still very important to me, and it's something that I want to keep doing. It's something that I will keep doing. But you know what else I've realized is really important to me? Connecting with my friends, not wasting the opportunity to play a game that I really enjoy, re-experiencing the days that I thought I'd never get to live again. Yeah, maybe it's just a game, but it represents so much more than that. And look, I don't know how long this chapter is going to last, but I certainly know it won't last forever. I have no doubts that the game will eventually change and become less fun again. And I know that there will come a day where eventually we all stop playing once again. But right now, that's not the case. Right now, the moment's here in front of me. Right now, I'll take being in somewhat of a slump. It's not often you get a chance to relive the glory days that you thought were gone forever. So even if that means I'm not as productive over the next little while, that's okay. I'm gonna make the most out of this cherished, fleeting opportunity while I can. Yo, let's hop.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I fucked up. Yo, I chalked this.
That's okay.
Taking effective fire.
Nice.
Anyway, that's it for today. If this resonated with you or you found this insightful, your thumbs up is very much appreciated. Consider subscribing for more videos like this. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hey, so
Oh
you're
my
gonna have
God.
to pee in a cup after this? God damn.